welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Bible alongside head coach Darren Schoenrock. And coach, coming off a weekend in Houston where you're able to get a game out of that series, and traditionally for not just anyone, but especially Memphis, it's been a very tough place to play, and you're able to come out and in a somewhat tight game, really open it up the last 3 innings with a 12-4 win Friday night.
Yeah, that was huge to get the series started off that way, and we exploited some things offensively when we got in the bullpen. Colton did enough. I thought Colton Neal came in and kind of snuffed a rally that he helped create, which was good. He pitched out of a jam, and then we expanded the lead late. So good way to start the series off, and in a place that has been tough for us through the years, and in my tenure, and a lot of it has to do with how good of a program Houston's had through the years.
Coach, a 3-2 loss in 12 innings on Saturday. If you're just a baseball fan, it was a great game to watch. You had Matt Ferguson go toe-to-toe with Seth Romero, who's the co-pitcher of the year. Then you brought Connor Alexander, did a really nice job in relief. And then Trent Turner comes away with a couple of big doubles, one to tie it up, and then let it off, or got a one-out double in extra innings, unable to bring him in to score, but he had a nice game as well.
Yeah, you mentioned 3 guys there. It was good to see performances out of those 3 guys because the year hasn't gone as those 3 would want it to go. And guys we were counting on early. Trent, this is very new to him. You know, the level of pitching that you see here compared to where the junior college ranks, just the quality stuff that they're seeing, it's taken him a long time to adjust, and he hasn't become the offensive player that I think he will become. Connor is maybe a little bit of a sophomore. He pitched up in the zone a little bit early in the year and has given up a bunch of hits and has had a hard time putting hitters away. Found his ability to do that out of the bullpen and pitched a little more aggressively, which is good. And then Matt, it's not real economical, it's not real pretty at times, but he kept hanging zeros and gave us a chance. So, but Romero's going to be, he's going to be a guy that's going to be in the top 10 to 12 picks next year in the draft. So, to go toe-to-toe with somebody like that and match him was pretty special.
Sunday, a 6-2 loss. They just kind of built the lead, were able to sit on it. Jonathan had a little bit of trouble, but how about Alex? Six scoreless innings of relief for you?
Yeah, it started moving a little fast for John at the start because he couldn't throw strike one, and it didn't allow him to kind of let the game unfold the game as he did in his previous start. In the previous 2 starts, he's really commanded the strike zone and commanded the at-bats, and Houston's hitters commanded all the at-bats. They controlled the at-bats. Then Alex came in and immediately it was just the opposite. He commanded the at-bats and controlled the at-bats, and we made the plays behind him.
Coach, you turn around, you're going to go to Arkansas State on Tuesday night. Seems like forever since we played them because we usually play them fairly close back-to-back, but we played them early in the season. I believe that's the game that Jake Overby got his first career home run in. Unfortunately, they were able to rally late and get that win.
Yeah, they had, we had a nice lead in that thing, and then they came back against our bullpen, and I think our bullpen's throwing differently now, throwing better. I think the guys that came back against, I think we've all made some jumps since then, I hope. And I see signs in this team of, even though we lost another series on the road, there's signs of life, especially life defensively and offensively, that I think can sustain you and help you move us down the stretch towards a good tournament run. We're going to have to play offense. There's no secret. We've had a hard time holding teams down, but I think our guys will step up for the challenge, and we're getting some hitters that are starting to get going now. Darian Tubbs is on a really good 4-week stretch now, and it really is good to have him back in the top of that order, more like he was last year. So good challenge tonight against a well-coached team that Tommy Raffo has.
I have a huge challenge this weekend. You talk about having to play offense. You'll need offense this weekend. Tulane, they and East Carolina, the 2 teams projected into the regionals, and they may be just slightly a little bit hotter team right now. They're averaging over a home run a game. They had another big series this weekend, and you'll go down to Turchin Stadium, and it didn't take very long for David Pierce to get that thing turned back around.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job. They're probably the highest ranked team in our conference. They're right now they're the hottest team, and they're probably the best team right now. Even though Cincinnati kind of had the lead most of the year, You always knew Tulane. They've masked maybe a lack of pitching depth with dominant frontline guys, and then a lineup that's very tough to pitch to. So, combination of those two have them in good position now to be the leader in the clubhouse going into the tournament.
Well, Coach, this weekend and the rest of the year too, exams are now over, so the guys can just sit back, try to enjoy just playing some baseball for the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's good. And we don't travel everybody in conference weekends. We have to leave some guys behind, and they get their work done here. But this is the time now that you can really expect a fresh and live body, and nobody to be tired at any point, because we have adequate time to get proper rest now. So anxious to see this group play down the stretch.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jeff.
Head Coach Darren Schoenrock, I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.